That'd be fitting.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
All right, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another night of On the Pole Racing here on the Fleeger Farm TV On the Pole. As we are here from Las Vegas once again here tonight, as we've got the wrong series up here in our thing that I didn't realize that just until now. We gotta bear with me here tonight as we get this switched over to the truck series. As before, you know, anybody that's followed us here at Fleeger Farm TV knows we have done the Roughneck James Wagoner Gen 6 series. As we're looking here in our time here, it is the James Wagoner Welding truck series here tonight. As we're watching them finish up qualifying here, let's take a moment and break away from this and hear from our anthem here tonight. Just to cooperate with us here tonight. Alrighty, let's stand and salute our flag here this evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner.
Let's get ready for a great night of racing. As we're finishing up practice here, we see one of the new drivers. Figure out where this skew issue is coming from, as I thought I had it fixed and ready to rock and roll tonight. As we see there, the number 2, that is the likes of Tim Richardson. They're in the number 2 truck as we get ready to rock and roll here tonight. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the show so far here tonight. As we said here earlier, we had a little bit of an emergency here in the broadcast booth at Fleeger Farm TV on the pool, but we got it all situated. We're all good and underway now, and looking forward to a great night of racing here at Las Vegas. We've got a decent field turnout, looking to be about somewhere about 32, 33 trucks, maybe more. As practice has wrapped up, we are now going to be looking in the qualifying. as we got 5 minutes of qualifying to go. Rick Baldwin coming first out on track. And that number 19 McDonald's machine here tonight. And he comes across, and there you see across the bottom of your screen, you can see their times coming in. As we're rocking and rolling here tonight, he's in the pink at the moment. Doug Lockrow in the green, John Daniels in the green, Jeffrey Ledford now there as well, coming out on track. We'll see how these drivers fare as they come around and to take on their first lap. As Rick Baldwin comes around and gets a time. Rick Baldwin's time. The start is a 31.356. Lockrow with a 31.573 to start. Daniels with a 31.559. Ledford laying down a great run with a 30.907. We still got others out on track laying down some lap times. We've got Theresa out here on track in the number 70 machine here tonight. Lots of drivers trying to put down a quick time. Rick Baldwin now has taken that lead once again with a 30.860. And Lockrow comes through with an 8.28. It's going to be a tight field here tonight, as we keep seeing drivers just crack that pole lead time right now. As Barker there, Christopher Barker, in that number 6 machine is currently your one to beat with a 30.773. We had Jimmy Pilot out here in the number 29 machine, laying down his lap time of a 30.896. Still have some other drivers waiting to take the grid here, or take the flag for their qualifying lap. Here we see the 72 of Nathan Peacock as he comes around the track. Wagoner laying down a 30.876. Phillips lays down a 30.814. Peacock comes around and is going to lay down a 30.956. Maggie Davino currently in the yellow on Sector 1 as they come through. You see that number 9 down there on the bottom of the screen. You got that kind of that goldish color for Sector 1. Mike Presley now coming out on track, as well as Adam Sprinkle. Hardwick out on track, trying to see if he can get that Toyota up into a good spot in the grid. He's coming out for his out lap. Dale Adamson in a 746 machine here tonight, also trying to lay down a decent time. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to On the Pole here on Fleeger Farm TV, as we're bringing to you the James Wagoner Welding Truck Series here this evening from Las Vegas. As Hartwick first lap as a 31.441. Got to pick up the pace here on lap 2 if he wants to make anything stick. And he comes out here onto the backstretch. That Nellis straightaway in the green so far there on the Sector 1. Coming through for Sector 2, coming through 3 and 4, off of 4, currently sitting at about a 20. He lays down a 31.7 for his second time. Scratch that. Hartwick takes the lead here with a 30.762. Great run there for Hartwick as he comes out of the gate here, brand new to the series this season, and lays down a blister of a time of a 30.762. Still waiting for other trucks to... qualifying has ended. So that means Hartwick will be your pole sitter. We're waiting for that grid to come up here. There we are. Zach Hartwick for Regal Reps and Designs. They're in first. Christopher Barker in second. Chris Phillips in third. Doug Lockrow there in fourth. Jeff Scott fifth. Stephen Shue in sixth. John Daniels in seventh. Rick Baldwin in eighth. Dale Adamson there in ninth. James Wagoner in 10th. Adam Sprinkle in 11th. Mikey Davino will roll off in 12th and 13th. That's Tanner Speakman. Jimmy Pilot Rowdy will roll off in 14th and 15th. That's going to be Jeffrey Ledford. And 16th, that's Brian Hennings. Benjamin Richards rolls off 17th tonight. Theresa in 18th. Matthew Gall in 19th. Nathan Peacock in 20th. Greg Spiker there in 21st. Mike Presley rolls off 22nd. In 23rd, that's going to be Larry Fairman. And 24th is Dalton Steele. And 25th is Andrew Smith. Tony Richards there in 26th. Chris Ramsey there in 27th. Ty Trafford 28th. Edward Fieldler there in 29th. Chad Hawkins there in 30th. 31st, Johnny Hurst, Tim Richardson there in 32nd. Matthew Barker, also known as Ace, there in 33rd. Matt Warhol in 34th. Now those are your starting grid here tonight for the James Wagoner Welding Truck Series. And it looks like Warhol did not take the grid. And I know the other night I was calling out a pace truck all night long. Well, tonight I have the pace truck. I don't have the pace car. So, all you viewers, please let me know if the race sound good. The audio sounds good. Let us know in the chat box there if everybody's enjoying the show as we bring it live to you here tonight. Wasn't sure if we were going to be able to bring it live, but we are live here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And some of our race info for tonight. Here, track temperature, 78 degrees. It's 78 degrees outside, 45% humidity. Partly cloudy with a 2-mile-an-hour wind. Green flag is out. Hartwick's going to put that loud pedal down, and he's down and away. But he's got a gaggle of traffic right behind him as they come down here into corner number one. Doug Lockrow out there on the outside, second one back. Sitting there in fifth right now as that stands, as that inside lane gets that move on with Hartwick out front. Hartwick moves up, going to block that outside lane, opens the door for that 6 on the inside. And the 6 up Phillips now gets up underneath Hartwick as they come around corner number 3 and 4. And Phillips now going to chase him down here into the front stretch and going to lead lap number 1 here tonight for the James Wagoner Welding Truck Series. And we have caution already. Hartwick may be restarting in third. We will have to wait and see how the grid comes out. He may be in second. Have to wait and see. But here is the reason for our caution. We got one down here on the inside. That's going to be the 99. Oh no, we got him up into the wall. That's Theresa up there into that outside wall. I'm collecting another driver in the back there. Tough break there for Theresa as the 4 of Andrew Smith gets loose, ends up collecting her in the 72, I believe that is. And Tim Richardson in that number 2 machine gets collected as well as they get them all straightened back out here. I want to say it was that was the 72 of Nathan Peacock, I believe. It was. So here we go. We're starting off already with one caution tonight. As we are here with on lap 3 of 100. So Hartwick will be starting third down there on the inside after relinquishing the hole, opening the hole up there for Chris Phillips to drive on through. Jeff Scott now. Well, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Zach Hartwick is in second. Jeff Scott there in third with Chris Barker in fourth. As John Daniels is in fifth. Doug Lockrow there in sixth. Dale Adamson there in seventh. Stephen Shue in eighth. Adam Sprinkle in ninth. And Rick Baldwin rounding out your top 10 as it stands right now. Let's see here. Who can we grab? While we're on. Yes, I didn't. As the iRacing SKU wants to give me issues again tonight. We'll wait till next caution to see if we can bring in a driver here. So far tonight, though, double file restart here for the drivers on lap 6. Well, they'll be going to lap 6. As the lights are out on that pace truck, and Truck Series is underway here for the James Wagoner Welding. A lot of great looking liveries out there on the trucks. Wrap jobs, paint jobs, whatever you want to call them, looking great out here tonight. Hey, James Wagoner Welding being supported really well there throughout the league. Now, he is such a big supporter here, and we also don't want to forget about the MAG Real Estate out of San Antonio, Texas, family-owned real estate business serving San Antonio, Austin, and everything in between. Oh, getting ready. Go green flag racing once again here out of corner number 4 and down the Geico restart zone. And back out here in front. Chris Phillips gets a great restart there on the inside. Leaving Zach Hartwick in that outside lane, wondering where he's going. As Jeff Scott now down there on the inside. And look out. Here comes that 37 of Doug Lockrow. He's down there on the inside as well. As Chris Phillips way out front for the time being. And here come more trucks down here on the inside. Almost going 3 wide here into the corner as the 02 of John Daniels looks to the inside and almost to the bumper. Does he touch the bumper? No, he did not, but he's right there. And a little squirrely. Hold on to it there, John, as they work off of the corner through the triangle down here back into corner number 1. That outside lane is just not getting that momentum together as they are hoping to. As there you see the 00, Stephen Shue up there on that outside lane as well, right behind the 6. Who is that 6 machine as? And they're sideways down on the bottom. And they're going to possibly keep it straight. No, they won't. Benjamin Richards around. And there we got a big pileup coming to the back. Mikey DeVino involved. And whoa, what a shot there from the 13 of Chris Ramsey as well. Everybody checking up. We got another caution under the lights here at Las Vegas. Now here we'll see it coming out of the corner. We'll see a few trucks up front, already loose, already problems. And whoa, what the heck was that one for? Not exactly sure what that was about. We'll try to get a name of that one as they come down across the racetrack. See if we can go quarter speed and find out who that blue truck was. That was the 99. of Larry Fairman just diving a shot down here across and into the side of the 13 of Ramsey. As you see in the 19 already around. That was Rick Baldwin. See if we can catch them up front here. Here we go. Here's a great shot up front. Almost 4 wide, but the 6 backs out of it up there on that high side. I'll get a name for that one in a moment. As you'll see, the 8 down there on the inside of Mikey Davino. The 01 comes up the track, gets into the 19. So Jeffrey Ledford gets into Rick Baldwin. They come down across the track, collect the 8 once again of Mikey Davino. As problems arose for some drivers early on in this race tonight. Here on the pole, and there was the on the pole instant replay. So our second caution of the night.
Calls me to not get out in
Good evening
time.
there, Tim. How's it going?
Pretty good, sir. How are you?
That we made it and we're here. What can we expect for the racing on your behalf tonight?
Well, the goal was to lay back and let whatever's going to happen in front of me. Sorry, one second. I got to hear this race control. Okay, yeah, just try to survive to the end, man. That's 2 early cautions. Hopefully we can keep it green right here for a little while. We don't want a repeat of Monday night, so hopefully.
Are you saying Monday night was terrible? I didn't think it was.
I mean, it was probably awesome if you're a spectator, but being a driver, you know, that's nerve-wracking. When the cautions start getting up there, I had a fast car Monday night. Hopefully this James Wagoner Welding Ford F-150 will be fast and we can make our way up to the front and avoid anything catastrophic.
Hopefully that's so. I mean, I think I saw you involved in something a little earlier there in that first caution. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we clipped somebody that I thought had maybe locked up their brakes and was just going to sit in the middle of the track, and it just one of those situations where the direction I went, the truck rolled that way and barely clipped them, but luckily there was no damage. I went in to get it checked out, and there was no damage, so we're good to go as of right now.
Well, hopefully good luck to you tonight, and we'll see if we can get with some more racers here as the night goes on. It looks like you're getting double piled up here soon for the restart.
Yes, sir. Have fun calling the race.
Alrighty, you have fun trying to keep that truck in one piece here tonight.
We're going to try.
All right, that was Tim Richardson out of Roughneck Racing. And driving here as we're on board with him, coming around turn 1 and 2. Going to try to make things happen. I've turned down graphics here, folks, so I don't know what the issue could be. Now we're rolling through here. We got some great contenders up there up front, but okay, it's the 46 of Chris Barker. Christopher Barker in the 46. Has a number 6 on his truck here tonight. That's what's goofing me up on that inside row. Second one back. That's Christopher Barker in third position. And we're green flag racing. Chris Phillips getting another great restart, leaving them back behind them. Once again, fighting for positions. And now everybody tries to get down to that inside lane where that momentum is right now. Zach Hart with no help out there on the outside, but here comes Steven Shue as he tries to get up there and push that outside lane along. They work off a 2 down here onto the backstretch. Everybody guts back up there to that outside wall. And Hartwick falling back now position here in the 3rd as Barker up here in the 2nd. With Lockrow in 3rd. John Daniels now up here to 4th as Zach Hartwick has fallen back to 5th. Adam Sprinkle in 6th. Stephen Shoe 7th. Dale Adamson back here in 8th. As Stephen Shoe's battling alongside him there for that 8th position, trying to get it taken away. As there's side by side, and there you see Hartwick right in front of Stephen Shoe as they work down through corner 3 and 4, heading back towards the front stretch. Now that outside lane starting to gain a little bit of momentum. Looks like that 77 dipped down there into the inside lane. Or I'm sorry, not the 77, the 02 of John Daniels dropped down there to the inside lane. Truck's almost looking 3 wide back here, a little bit towards the middle of the pack. Hartwick's still doing a great job racing on that outside groove as he's got Stephen Shoe right behind him and others as they were on board with James Wagoner in that number 30 machine here tonight as he runs through corner number 4 back out here onto the front stretch. Looking ahead, there's the 746 with Dale Adamson right in front of him. And they continue to work down here into the corner. And whoa, what a move there for Wagner as they come through. And doesn't look like Hartwick has any help yet as he's stuck out there on that outside lane with nobody wanting to help him out just yet. As he's 3 wide up there towards the outside, does not have a lane yet to get in as he's falling back big time as nobody wants to help Hartwick and he dropped back down. He ends up dropping clear back to 12th position right now, right in front of the 29 at Jimmy Pilen. Jimmy Pilen now looks to the inside and goes around Hartwick. Hartwick, being new to the series, may find it hard to get some friends out here tonight for race number 1, but he's showing that he is here to contend. They work through corner 3 and 4. Chris Phillips still up front with Christopher Barker right there in 2nd. John Daniels on the outside there in that number 02 and has the 746 of Dale Adamson right behind him, pushing them real hard as they come back down into corner number 1. Around the back, coming around to the backstretch here. Stephen Shoe down here on the inside, right behind the number 46 of Christopher Barker, or I should say the 6. There comes Daniels down to the inside to get that inside run. Working off the corner, and it's going to be, who's it going to be leading this lap? And it looks like it's going to be the 6 of Chris Phillips leading that lap as they come off the corner. Still lots of racing left to go here. John Daniels sitting in 3rd down there on that inside lane. Got a little bit loose. The driver is getting 3 wide coming on the backstretch. As you see there, James Wagner out there on the outside. Stephen Shoe on the inside, putting that 02 of John Daniels in the middle. John Daniels backs out a little bit, ends up giving that spot up. Now here comes Wagner up here in the 4th position, fighting for 4th position, I should say, beside that number 46 machine of Christopher Barker. And it looks like he's going to overtake that position as that outside lane starting to get a groove rolling now. As Wagner looks there on, but loses a spot there to Barker as Barker fights back down on the inside. Everybody's still side by side. There you see Hartwick trying to make the move back up as he's sitting in 14th right now. Back a little farther though, we got Ty Trafford battling here in the back for 17th position in that number 17 machine. Ace back here in 18th. We know Ace sometimes just kind of hangs back towards the back and just kind of prays for the night to go his way, along with the likes of some other drivers that we've talked to already, like Tim Richardson. He was another one we talked to there in the number 2 machine. Sitting back here, just hoping the race comes to him, as he's got the likes of that 17 of Ty Trafford right behind him. A little further back is Chad Hawkins back here in the 23rd position in that number 84 machine. As they come off the corner there, we see him in that black 84, looking to the outside of Tony Richards. Tony Richards giving him that spot. Ronnie Hurst back here toward the back, Jeff Scott Edward Fielder and Teresa back here. Teresa 1 lap down right now as it stands. Great Spiker also a lap down, along with Larry Fairman. Larry Fairman is out front. It's still battling side by side racing up here at the front of the pack as we got Dale Adamson looking for that lead on the outside of Chris Phillips. Out here on the outside also is the 77 of Adam Sprinkle helping that outside lane along. On the inside though, that's the 6 and 46 of Chris Phillips and Christopher Barker. And if I'm not mistaken, that 29 of Jimmy Highland Rowdy was our last season's champion. If I'm thinking correctly, I may not have my facts right, but that is a cool looking paint job in front of him. That is 74 of Brian Hennings. As he's trying to work his way up, and we are 3 wide. Keep it together, guys, as they come off of 4 down here through the tri-oval. David Lawford back here in that number 37, trying to work his way forward. You got the 78 there as well. Matthew Gall and the 56 of Benjamin Richards back here battling. This is all happening between like 10th and 15th position. Back up front though. James Wagoner up to 4th, trying to work his way up towards that front a little more. As there you see Adam Sprinkle out in front of him. They're in 3rd. Christopher Barker, though, still fighting on that inside lane as they work through. And look out, Daniels. Keep it together as you got a little loose coming off the 4 down through the tri-oval into 1. And how about we go and take a moment, heat it up here on the pole. Still fighting side by side for that lead. Chris Phillips down there on the inside. Dale Adamson up there on the outside lane. And they come off of 2 down the back stretch at Nellis straightaway. Everybody fighting for a position here. As Hartwick kind of gained 1 as he moved up into 13th. Still trying to stay with this pack as he fight almost 3 wide there coming off of 4. It looks like that 78, no, I'm sorry, the 73 machine. Tanner Speakman looking to the inside of that number 24 of Hartwick as they come down here into 1 and 2 once again. Still side by side for that race lead. And they come off the corner onto the backstretch here. And look at that, James Wagoner now as he's beside the 74 of Brian Hennings. Down here in the corner, number 3 and 4, it is going to be Dale Adamson still leading the race. Chris Phillips there in 2nd as they come to the flag here. And Dale Adamson still going to lead the race as they work down here back in the corner number 1. And we're on board now with Chris Phillips. And you can see that it's outside there. There is the 746 of Dale Adamson. And woo-wee, what a move there by Chris Phillips to put his truck into that little bit of a spot there. Nothing like parallel parking at 180 miles an hour or whatever they're running here tonight. And Wagoner is still sitting here at about 6th. Driver still coming up through the field here this evening. As there you see Adam Fitz go by back here sitting about 22nd. Drivers doing all they can to find their way up through the field. There you see Tim Richardson and Ty Trafford working together trying to get up through the field. Richardson now looking below Speakman as they come down here into the corner. Speakman not able to, not wanting to let Richardson around as they come back across the stripe down here in the corner number 1 once again. Everybody single filed out now as we're on lap 33 of 100. Everybody just trying to save tires, save what they're doing, kind of eased out now as everything's single filed out. Now it's time for these drivers to really figure out what do they want to do. As we're watching the battle here for 11th place between Richardson and, I'm sorry, that's 10th place between Doug Lockrow and Benjamin Richards. As Hartwick's trying to figure out which truck he wants to help through the pack. Right there for the Mental Health Hotline. It's the 30s, or I'm sorry, it's the 56 of Benjamin Richards. And if you can't make that out on that truck, the number you can call for a hotline is 988. That is the suicide prevention hotline. If you or anybody you know might have a problem, definitely give 988 a text or call. As Hartwick's now looking to the inside of Lockrow. Everything's still quiet up front as looks like Barker now looks to the inside of Daniels as they work out of 4 back out here onto the front stretch. Through the triangle, and they're going to kind of hang it single file still. Dalton Steele here in 9th. Hartwick moved up. Hartwick moved back a little bit as he's still trying to get around Lockrow to get that 11th position. As Sprinkle's moving up here to try to get into the battle, as he's got a battle going on himself with Matthew Gall, and that is for the 13th position. So he's still got some side-by-side racing going on, but everybody else is kind of single-filed out. Leaders have all single-filed out, all running a little bit different route here through the corners. But nonetheless, still running single-file. Nobody's really making a pass for a position as of yet. As it comes storming down through the corner, here comes Zach Hartman underneath Lockrow, trying to get that 11th position away. Looks like we got Benjamin Richards coming into the pits, and caution is out. Unsure what this caution will be for. Looks like Nathan Peacock and Tony Richards. There we see the 56 trying to come into pit road. But Nathan Peacock having issues somewhere. There it is. So coming off the corner. Getting tagged from behind. Car going up into the outside wall. Some damage there to that number 72 as he's trying to get it spun back around. I don't think he's got any steering on that truck. So he may need to take it. Well, he's got it spinning around here. Now he's got it going in the direction. Tough break here for Peacock. Teresa, though, what a break for her, as I think she's getting back on the lead lap. Richards coming out of pit road. He was trying to come into pit road and was at the entrance of it as the caution flew. Well, he was coming in for a pit stop. Now you see here, he's coming in, and just as, look how close this is. Watch this light on the left side of your screen. It's green, 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 telling him he's fine to come in, he's fine to come in, and all of a sudden, bam, it's red. And those two drivers get ticketed for, will possibly be ticketed for a entering closed pit, but I would think they would possibly let that go, as they were, in my opinion, they were already technically in the pits when the caution come out, as they were already down to pit road speed and everything. Because where's the commitment cone? Are they past the commitment cone is what we got to look at. So there, they're past the divider there. No, they're not past the commitment cone just yet when that flag comes out. Hopefully, race control deems it that they were already committed. Good evening, Matt Gall. How you doing?
I'm very good. I got you.
All right. Well, you're talking to Adam up here in the booth tonight. How's the race treating you so far? I mean, you've seen a few cautions come out. Hopefully, you've been able to avoid the incidents that have come out.
Yeah, I've been able to avoid it so far. I got up as far as 10th, and that's when people were going 2-3 wide, and I thought, no, I'm not part of that. So I kind of backed out of it a little bit, cost myself a few positions, but it's difficult to get track position and pass. So I really, I don't want to have to use a fast repair. I don't want to get into an incident, because getting in the back of a 30-plus car field is going to be really difficult. So I'm just kind of trying to keep it safe and keep it as far up front as I can without getting in danger.
Oh, and that's about all you can try to do here tonight. It looks like we're getting double foul. And it seems like your pit crew's been doing a pretty good job of keeping you up there in the front as well.
Yep, and I just, got the stopped in. You got to get in quick and get out quick, and we did a pretty good job of that. I kept a good pace, so yeah, I think if I can hang on here, really a top 10 would be great. Top 5 would be amazing. So we'll just keep plugging away and see what we get.
All righty, well, good luck to you tonight, there, Matthew Gall, and we'll maybe talk to you later on.
Thank you.
All right, that was Matthew Gall out of Social Outcast. They're coming, getting ready for that green flag once again. Maybe on another caution, we'll take a rookie in here with us.
Green flag.
Great job, Isaac. Pulling down my curtain. As we're underway here once again, green flag is out. Everybody down and away here in the corner, number 1. Side by side they go. Add 746 of Dale Adamson is working there on the inside, bringing along with him 74 Brian Hennings. And down the backstretch they go. Front to back, single file for the most part, almost, but no, still having double file. As here comes Wagoner now, rolling up there on the inside. Thought he was going to get to the inside of Daniels, but had not. And now Daniels opens up that inside lane. Want to try to get around him here. But no, Daniels is still holding on to that 4th spot, trying to find a way around the 74 Brian Hennings. Have that pit stop. Zach Hartwick still back here, rounding out your top 10. Steven Shue and the 46 of Chris Barker up there on the high side, trying to get that high side groove to work a little bit. And Jimmy piling around. He's sitting back here underneath of the 78 machine of Richardson, or I'm sorry, of Gall. And they work off the corner here, looking to the inside of Richardson. But unfortunately, unable to get there as of yet. But everybody doing a great job here. Haven't really seen too much chaos here tonight. Everybody doing a great job. Quite a few drivers here raced in the Monday night series, so that helped them get some of the jitters out, the rust out of their fingers that they've had a few weeks off here at Roughneck and the James Wagoner series. They're coming down into the tri-oval here. Jimmy Pilon, last season's winner. Working down here on the inside, trying to make things happen. And oh boy, who's that diving to the inside? That looked to be like the 746. If I'm looking at it correctly. Everybody's still side by side. It does seem to be our stream is a little smoother tonight. Still had a little hiccup here and there, but for the most part, it seems to be running a little bit smoother here tonight for the James Wagoner Welding Truck Series. So maybe my few adjustments to the graphics did help. John Daniels here. Hopefully I didn't sacrifice too much on stream. John Daniels sitting here in 5th right now. Zach Hardwick up to 8th as he's still trying to work up through and get back up towards the front. He was our pole sitter here coming into the night. Christopher Barger up there in 8th. Looking to the outside with Steven Shue right behind him. Whoa, cars splitting side by side up here at the front. That's going to be the 37 of Doug Walker. John Daniels in the 02. The 45 of Dalton Steele. I haven't really talked too much about Steele tonight. He is up here, up 20 positions from where he started tonight's race. As we're closing in on halfway here tonight, 3 wide coming across the start. And oh boy, I thought maybe we were trying to go 4 wide there for a split moment. As they work through 1 and 2, back out here onto the backstretch, they can single it back out to 2 wide. As the 45 of Dalton Steele up to 2nd. Here it comes Wagner up to 3rd. Looking to try to push that 6 of Phillips up towards that front and try to gain that 2nd position away. Phillips having a very strong truck here tonight, has led quite a bit of laps here tonight as they come back down through the tri-oval, and they may do a little bit of touching there through the tri-oval, but they keep it together. James Wagner sitting 2nd as they come across the line. Dalton still there in 3rd. Brian Hennings in 5th. Doug Lockrow 6th. Matt Howard up to 7th, and he's going to end up getting company from that 746 of Dale Adamson as they come storming down that Nellis straightaway down in the corner number 3 and 4. He's going to get stuck to that outside lane. Well, I'll hold it together. As that's your battle for 7th and 8th as Adamson's getting that spot down there on that inside lane, taking the 7th position away from Harwood. Chris Parker up here in 9th, Steven Shue in 10th. Matthew Gall sitting 11th with Richardson right behind him in 12th. Rick Baldwin in 13th. Johnny Hurst there in 14th. Matthew Parker ace there in 15th. And it looks like we've got a few trucks still down on pit lane. Mike Presley sitting back here. Last car on the lead lap. And that number 44 machine sitting 26 here tonight. James White, and it looks like the leaders are coming around to catch up to him and maybe put him a lap down here real soon as the leaders are battling hard coming down through turn 1 and 2. Back out onto that Nellis back straightaway. That outside lane starting to get a little bit of momentum now to get around Phillips as Steele now takes the lead coming down here into corner number 3 and out of 4. And you see Brian Hennings to the outside along with the 37 of Doug Lockroad down here on through the tri-oval. And it's going to be Dalton Steele to lead this lap with Phillips rolling back into 2nd with Hennings there in 3rd. Phillips and Hennings still battling for that spot as they still battle it out. Coming down here as we have crossed over halfway. We are on lap 52 of 100 laps. Keep it together, boys, as that 37 is doing a little bit up there towards the wall. Not sure if you want to be that close to the wall. Driver's doing a great job here tonight. Keeping it together, putting on a show here for all you viewers. Here comes Jeffrey Ledford here in 15th. He's in that 01 machine. Going to try to get up there beside the number 19. Rick Baldwin to take that 14th spot from Baldwin as he's looking to the outside. down through the corner. Here we go. It's still side-by-side racing. Still tons of racing out front. Now we're on board now with Wagner heading down here into the corner of 3 and 4. Heading back out onto that stretch. As that 02 of Daniels jumps back out there to that outside. Not sure if he was one cooling truck or 2, trying to see if there is momentum on that third lane. As caution is out. Unsure what the caution is for. See if we can find anything here. There it is. It's going to be the 01 of Jeffrey Ledford bringing out the caution. Okay, we can get a better view of it here. So the 3 wide, there you see the 19 up there on the outside. They squeeze a little bit. The 01 gets turned up in that outside wall and then gets slammed from behind. And that would be the 38 of Jeff Scott, who got into the back of him there as the 01 of Ledford gets spun around. Back down here on the inside now. As caution comes out for a 4th time. Pit road is a busy place. There you see a bunch of drivers coming in, taking on fuel, taking on tires. There you see Hartwick. There you see a bunch of drivers there. Now you see, who is that in that monster machine on his way out? I think that's Johnny. Johnny Hurst is on his way out. Dalton Steele on his way out. That's who I was trying to find. Dalton Steele in that number 45. He's on his way out. That artwork coming out in that real Wraps and Designs machine. Currently sitting in 9th. You got my views. We can't talk to him. I don't know. Good evening, Stephen. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing really well. How's that truck treating you here tonight, that James Wagoner machine?
Hey, Jeffrey Ledford put together a hell of a truck tonight's all I can say.
Well, it looks like you're sitting in about 5th position right now. Do you think that truck has what it takes to help put it up into a podium position here tonight?
With Las Vegas, as long as I can stay with my teammate here, Chris Barker, in the 46, I think we got a good chance to, podium. But if we get split up, it's going to be a little harder because it's hard to pass here. It really is.
Now, is there anything you can take out of the Gen 6 race on Monday that can help you run the truck series tonight, or not much?
Not at all. Not at all. Completely different monster.
Well, good luck to you. I think hopefully we'll get going green here, but that James Wagoner welding machine looking real good out there so far.
Yep, and shout out to Jamie. Shout out to my teammates. Shout out to the wife and kids, just in case I don't make that podium tonight.
Alrighty. Well, we'll see if you do. You're looking real good to make a run for it, that's for sure.
Hey, I thank you.
All right, that was Stephen Shue with Foothills Motorsports. All right, here tonight as they're getting lined back up. As we said, this is the 4th caution of the night. Not quite as many as Monday night. And the stream seems to be a little calmer tonight as well. We don't quite have the iRacing jumping around on us as much. So hopefully we got some of that figured out. As everything's going well here tonight for the Roughneck Racing League. In the James Wagoner Welding Truck Series here tonight from Las Vegas. Season opener. What a race we are having here tonight. Great racing going on. Side by side, nobody really wanting to give up too much. As green flag is back out, we are at green. Chris Phillips out front with John Daniels there in second. Side by side, they come working through the field down through corner number 1 here tonight. Side by side racing for that 5th position is Chris Barker and Tanner Speakman. They're in that 5th and 6th position, but look out, here comes Shue working that high side as they are trying to get up beside Daniels and Phillips. And he's got, looked like he had Brian Hennings there to help him, but not sure if he does, as Hennings now drops to the inside to go around Shue. But here come Barker. Is Barker going to help Shue bring that outside lane along? And he very well may, as Shue up there. He's got the 74 of Hennings trying to put a block on both lanes as they come through the corner. Top 3 single file as there comes Hennings. Looking, and they're a little squiggly coming off of 2 down here into corner number 3. As the race is still heating up, we've got about 40 laps to go here. They come across the stripe this time by. Now heading down here in the corner number 1. James Wagoner back up here in the 12th position as he's battling that number 30 back up towards the front. Side by side they are as they work through. And it's gonna be Daniels still leading it as, or I'm sorry, Phillips leading it as Daniels there in second with Hennings in third. And there you see, whoa boy, the 746 of Dale Adamson making an evasive maneuver as the hole closed up in front of him. Now he dives to the inside of the 37 of Doug Lockrow. And they work through the corner. Top of 2 down the Nellis straightaway. Doug Lockrow up there on that high side above Tanner Speakman. Or I'm sorry, above Dale Adamson. Tanner Speakman there in front of him. You see the 56 there up Benjamin Richards fight, racing hard there for mental health awareness. Down through the corner, it is side by side, almost 3 wide. There, a little farther back, as the 46 gets put into the middle almost. As they come off the corner. Side by side race and a lot of great racing going on. Stephen Shue is here in 9th. Has fallen back a little bit from the restart as Wagoner now is on his bottom door. As they're fighting for position, Wagoner still there. Fight with that 56 of Richards. As Richards battling there on that inside lane. As Wagoner now gets to his outside. Wagoner almost getting there to the point where he wanted to try to push the 3 wide. And it almost looked like the 37 of Lockrow wanted to push it 3 wide, but it did not, decided against it. Now they're storming down through turn 1 down here in the corner number 1 and 2. Side-by-side racing here at lap 65 of 100 off of corner number 2. Down the backstretch. It is still Chris Phillips leading the race here tonight. With Adamson and Daniels there in fourth, and Richard back some now into the number 56 machine. And oh no, we got them losing. The 56 hard into that outside wall, and there is a collection of cars. Who's going to get caught up? Hartwick involved big time as well. There is just a parking lot, nowhere for anybody to really go. As this all started. And we'll see if that ends the 56th night, as the drivers only get one fast repair. So it looks like, if we watch this closely, the 73, I believe is who that is. It is 73 gets loose, and drivers try to miss it. Tim Richardson gets in contact. There you see the 00 involved. The 73 come back down the track. Teresa's involved. The 45, Richards, the 45, trying to figure out who that is. Chris Barker is possibly involved. Hartwick tried to stop, but just unfortunately, oh boy, what a tough break there for Hartwick. Let's see if we can go on board with Hartwick as all this unfolded in front of him. So he's riding back here all nice and clean. All of a sudden, he sees cars everywhere. You hear him let off. Did a nice job trying to save the truck, but just unfortunately there. You hear him really get on it, really get on them brakes, trying to save it. There you see the front end really dipped. He slammed that brake, trying to get that truck dipped down there to that inside. Just unfortunately, he was not able to get it slid down far enough to miss the action there on the track. Tough break for some of these drivers here tonight. As Phillips, still our race leader, I believe. Or no, it's going to be handed over to Baldwin, as Phillips, I believe, came into the pit here, which he did. Phillips came in to get some go-go juice and tires, and he's back underway. Try to see where everybody is. Hartwick got his truck back together now, using that one fast repair, so hopefully these last 33 laps go okay for Hartwick. He's currently sitting 14th. Matthew Gall sitting up here in second in that number 78 machine. And the 38 of Jeff Scott there in third. As we're under caution, why don't we take a run through the grid of Rick Baldwin in first, Matthew Gall second, Jeff Scott third, Doug Lockrow there in fourth, Chris Phillips there in fifth, Brian Hennings there in sixth, Dale Adamson there in seventh, John Daniels there in eighth, Tanner Speakman there in ninth, and Jimmy Palarowdy rounds out your top 10. Let's take a quick commercial break and thank our league sponsor of
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road.
Alright, as we're back on track here, drivers trying to get lined up here for the restart. Rick Baldwin has our control car on a lead point right now. Matthew Gall in second with Jeff Scott third. Doug Lockrow fourth. Chris Phillips there in fifth. Brian Henning sixth with Dale Adamson there in seventh. John Daniels in eighth. Jimmy Pyle and Rowdy there in ninth. Ty Trafford in 10th. Johnny Hurst 11th. Zach Hartwick 12th. With Chris Hawkins 13th. Andrew Smith 14th. Jeffrey Ledford there in 15th. Ace in 16th. Tanner Speakman there in 17th. James Wagoner in 18th. And Mike Presley in 19th. Dalton Steele in 20th. Benjamin Richards in 21st, I believe, if we come around to it. Either that or he's in 23rd. It's Steven Shue and Eric Fiedler on pit road, but here comes Fiedler out now. Teresa back here in 24th. Tim Richardson in 25th. Chris Barker back here in 26th. Mikey Davino there in 27th. Tony Richards there in 28th. Tim Richardson there in the 2 and the 0-2 of John Daniels. And some race control. Trying to figure out who belongs to what truck here. And Daniels is out there in the 0-2 as Richardson is out there in the 2. There we see some drivers getting a lap back. Driver diving out, coming around, getting a lap back. Matthew Gall up here in second on that outside lane, so that's going to shake things up here in the pack. Of Andrew Smith dives down, parks it, holds it to pit road. Is he calling it done? All right, race control is still getting that caution figured out. Apologize to everybody. Thank everybody for being patient. Hopefully your viewers are being patient as well, so race control can make sure that they get the correct call on board. As lights are out on the pace truck, we're going to go green next time by from what I can see. As out front, it is Rick Baldwin and Matthew Gall on your front row.
Adam, I just wanted to come and share with you what was going on there and share with the audience as well.
All right.
In case everybody doesn't know, I'm Penguin. I'm the race controller. There was some scoring issues within iRacing, so we had to give some wave rounds for people, extend the caution and give some wave rounds for some people that were scored a lap down but didn't get passed by the pace truck. So that's what extended this caution so long.
All right, so there was some scoring pylon goofs.
Correct.
All righty, that's no problem.
So I just figured I would share that with everybody in case they were having questions like, what's going on here?
All righty, well, looks
So
like we're
that's
about to
what
go
it was.
green. Thank you so much for that information.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag is back. Rick Baldwin underway here as the 78 of Matt Gall drives down there that inside lane, cutting that inside lane row off and getting in behind Rick Baldwin as they come down through corner number 1. Those are both social outcast drivers working together as they come through turns 1 and 2. And there we go. Jeff Scott there in third, Chris Phillips in fourth, Doug Lockrow fifth. As everybody's working through here, it is side by side back here for that fourth position. as the 37 of Doug Lockrow works his way up towards the front. Chris Phillips still sitting there in fifth. We know that number 6 machine is a great truck here tonight as we are under caution once again. As Richardson having issues. Trying to see what happened here. That's the 01 going around. Gets into Richardson. So Ledford ended up getting spun around like crazy. Trying to see what all happened here. Dalton Steele looks like he was involved. Big Spiker off track. Well, here we'll see Jeffrey Ledford going around. Getting loose, comes down, ends up overcorrect, comes up into Richardson. And the 56 not having anywhere to go. I think that was a 56 of Benjamin Richards not having anywhere to go. Everybody getting it straightened back out. Ledford back down here on the inside. He's actually in pit road right now, along with Edward Fiedler. So I believe this is our 6th caution of the night. No problem for more racers here this evening. Good evening, Rick. Do you have a copy on me?
Oh yeah, how's it going?
It's going well. You got yourself up there into that front position. You got Matt Gall, your teammate, right there behind you. How do you think Social Outcast is doing here this evening?
Oh, it feels great to be up here. Right now I'm a few laps short on fuel, so I'm up here pulling the clutch. But hopefully we get a few more cautions. I can stay up front, and maybe if we go and everybody pits together for tires, I'll keep my lead.
It's been a lot of great racing here tonight. I know we're under our 6th caution, but great restart there, and Matt Gall was able to get there and get behind you and help you get up there and stay up towards the front. Do you guys have kind of a strategy plan figured out in your guys' mind of how this is going to play out?
Yeah, we're going to try to keep it single file, not race each other too hard, and maintain the draft to keep everyone off of us.
Well, I know you've got a big competitor right there in 3rd of Chris Phillips. He's been fast all night long.
Yeah, we'll be looking out for sure. I think everyone's got a little bit fresher tires too, but we'll fight them off as long as we can.
Alrighty, well, good luck to you here tonight, and we'll see if we're talking to any of Social Outcast here at the end.
All right, I'll see you in Victory Lane.
Alrighty. All right, getting a little heads up there. He's hoping that he can hold that 19 truck there in the podium position there and bring it into victory lane here tonight. But we'll see if that happens as Baldwin and Gall work together out there on that front row. Gall did a great job that last restart, getting off that high side and getting down there in behind his teammate. We'll see if they can pull it off again here this restart. A lot of great racing going on here. Jimmy Pilon, last year's winner, currently sitting in 8th position. No, 7th position, I'm sorry. No, it will be 8th. He's out there on the outside, so he's out there in 8th. Harwick moved up into that top 10. Our pole sitter of the night. Currently sitting in 9th down there on that inside lane. We know that inside lane is fast. If we can make it work, they come working off of the corner. Down here on the backstretch, everybody's doubled up, ready for the restart with 24 laps to go here tonight. It'll be 23 when they come across the line. The Social Outcast can pull the same maneuver yet again as they come working off the trial down here through corner number 1.
Green flag.
And there you see Baldwin getting the run. Gall trying to get out there enough so he can drop down to that inside lane. Does not quite have that momentum yet. As you see Phillips right there on that inside lane battling hard. There you see him as we're on board with Gall as Phillips is trying to split the two teammates up coming off the corner. No, Gall is hung out to dry out there on that high side, so they get split up coming around the corner. And they come storming down here to that front straightaway. 23 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Gall trying to find out where his teammate went to as they were split up now. As you heard Baldwin say that these drivers behind him had maybe a little bit of pressure tires on that, and he's not mistaking as they all pitted at lap 50, as Gall and Baldwin pitted at lap 55, everybody else pitted at lap 67. So they might not have the fuel to make it to the end as well, where everybody else, I think, is going to be set to roll here tonight and be able to make a run to the end. Oh no, we do have a caution coming in, possibly. Oh, see, hang on to it. What a save there by Brian Hennings as they come through the corner. Brian Hennings getting tapped sideways. He saves it. And as we know, we have caution out there on the racetrack. Stephen Chu involved. And the 84 of Hawkins involved as well. Caution will be back out. Chris Hawkins, Matt Warhol, and Stephen Chu, from what I could tell, being involved. Oh, tough racing back here toward the back. There you see them all pile up there on that outside lane. What a move there by that driver, squeezing that middle to get through. That would have been the 8 of Mikey Davino. We'll go back and look at that one as well. So here we see the whole mess going to happen in front of Mikey Davino. And he can't see nothing except, oh, there's trucks. And he comes through and doesn't get a scratch and keeps it together. What luck there for him. Might need a change of drawers after the race here tonight for Mikey Davino. Now we got drivers making pit stops. 19 laps to go, and as we figured, I think, did that team come in? No, Gall is still out there. Baldwin's still out there. Well, Chris Phillips back out front here with 18 laps to go. We know that number 6 machine is fast here tonight. As Rick Baldwin there in second, Dale Adamson there in third. And we'll go sitting for Jimmy Pollan. He's up here ready to fight for this thing, as well as our pole sitter of the evening, Zach Harwick, sitting in 5th. Brian Henning currently 6th. Matt Gall there in 7th. Christopher Barker in 8th. So the Social Outcast team is kind of split up at the moment, quite a ways from one another as well. We'll have to see how this plays out, as we've got drivers on different sets of tires here tonight. We've got a bunch that are pitted at lap 81. We've got a couple that are pitted at lap 75, 74. The majority of them pitted at lap 67. So we'll see how that plays out for them. If they can keep the tires under them, it will be a great run to the finish here. Probably be about 16 laps to go when we take the green flag. Good evening, Duke. Great for you to join us once again here at Flieger Farm TV on the pole. And we're definitely excited for this race here tonight. We are under our 7th caution of the evening with 18 laps to go. There you can see the scoring pylon on your left side of your screen. Look for that driver that you're looking out for. And they're going to be lining up side by side once again. And Phillips out there in front once again here this evening. That Chevy machine really strong out there. As already, there you see Phillips there, trying to run him down. And like I said, 16 laps will be on the board when they take the green flag here. Once again, it is Chris Phillips out front with Dale Adamson there in third, right behind him. That's going to be who's going to be trying to push Phillips to the win, if everything works out that way. But Harwick also there, third truck back on that inside lane. That inside lane been great here so far tonight. And they come through the trial. Well, here we go in the restart zone, and they are down and away. That inside lane getting off a run. Outside lane coming apart a little bit as the 46 of Christopher Barker jumps outside. And there we go. Oh, no, we got a truck blinking out. Who's that? That's going to be the 29 of Pylon blinking out just a little shade there. And everybody battling hard to try to get up there to the win. Chris Phillips out there on that outside, or trying to hold everybody off. He's there in that front position. Adamson there in the 746 down there on the inside. He's got the 19 of Rick Baldwin right beside him. And that 19 we know may not have the fuel to go the distance. There you see it, 29 getting back underneath the number 19 as well. That 19 slowly falling backwards now as the team is working hard trying to keep that truck up front. As Hartwick now jumps up there to try to get around him as well as they come storming down the backstretch. Down that Nellis straightaway. Hartwick down to the inside. Watch it there, Hartwick. You're in the middle now. 3 wide coming through turn 3 and 4 as everybody's fighting for position. Back through the race here, and Hartwick just does not have anybody willing to help him as of yet here in this league. As Al Adamson now is your race leader with Jimmy Pyle and Rowdy right there in second. Rick Baldwin there in third. And look out, here comes more racing action as they are coming down to 13 to go. As they come out of corner number 4. 13 to go, and Pylon will lead them this lap. Everybody's still hanging on. Chris Phillips, Christopher Barker up here as well. Dale Adamson down there on the outside, or up there on the outside lane. Above Rick Baldwin. Rick Baldwin, even though he's on older tires, he's still trying to hang it in there. But I just don't know if he's got the fuel to make it the whole way. Let's see if he does. I know he said in that interview here a few laps ago he was a few laps short. Both him and Gall were a few laps short. As Rowdy now still leading that race. As everybody out front here as we're on board with Chris Phillips out there on the high side right behind Adamson. As they work off of 2 down here onto that Nellis straightaway on the backstretch. Still trying to get something worked together here with Baldwin out front. Link going on. Hartwick still just trying to hang it in the top 10 here tonight. As Baldwin there in second. Dale Adamson there in third. 11 laps to go now as they're still fighting. 70-46 of Dale Adamson out there on the high side with the 46 of Chris Barker there on the inside lane, pushing Rick Baldwin. Trying to get that move along there. I can't help but wonder, is Rick Baldwin holding up that inside lane just a tad since he is on older tires? We got to see Gall fall through the field a little bit. As Gall is now under fire from Zach Hartwick for that position as well. As Hartwick jumps back out to that high side. Try to see if he can get some momentum built up, see if he can find some help. As he's working to try to get around the 78 Gall. There's the 45 of Steele. We saw him have issues early on in the race, but he's back in the fight of this with 9 laps to go as they come across the stripe this time by. Great race going on up here front. Brian Hennings sitting there in 4th, oh, 5th now, as Rick Baldwin makes the pass there on the inside lane. Baldwin, even though he's got older tires, is still trying to hang on. And look out, here comes Chris Phillips once again out there on that high side. And Dale Adams still holding on to that lead. Now as Pylan sitting there in 2nd right behind. Trying to figure out which lane Adamson needs to block as he's up there in front of Phillips. Rowdy down here on the inside. Jimmy putting on a great show here tonight in the truck series as he's down there on that inside trying to get around Adamson. And oh no, Jimmy, get loose. Now he's down there on the inside. Does he keep it together? He does, but he lost a little bit of momentum as he dropped back to about 5th, maybe 6th position now. Now he's going to have to fight to get back up there towards that front once again. And here comes Steele, and we got a truck off the grass. Try to see who that is. That's going to be...
a goddamn caution for it.
I didn't catch who that was.
Got
Presley come off track?
All right.
Yeah, one come up. And, oh, no, that was the 56. Benjamin Richards. Benjamin Richards ends up taking out that. That would have been the, see if we can see it as they come up across. As Richards comes up, misses the back end of it. Tries to get that truck straightened back up, but slams that outside wall. Tough break there for Richards as his night very likely to be done after that race. Or after that wreck, I should say. Well, it's going to shake things up here at Las Vegas. And on the backstretch here, it is. There you see the 74 sitting in third. Dalton Steele in fourth. Rowdy sitting back here in fifth. That's going to help him out since he lost a little bit of momentum. Barker back here in sixth. Gall in seventh. Where is Gall's teammate? Baldwin sitting in 16th now. So Gall out there on the oldest tires right now, sitting in 7th position. Harwick having some issues here tonight as he's trying to come back up through the field. Currently sitting 21st. We might have green-white checker here tonight, but it might still be regulation as they're coming up possibly side by side now at this point. Lights are out. They're going to line up side by side here this time. And Chris Phillips out there on that high side. Dale Adamson down there on that inside lane. Brian Eddings on the inside lane as well. They're in the number 74. Richards, we did enjoy the show. Too bad that your truck did end up totaled here tonight. Hopefully you can come back and get them next week. That's Dale Adams still out front. Chris Phillips there in second. Brian Hennings in third. Dalton Steele fourth. Jimmy Pyle and Rowdy there in fifth. Christopher Barker there in sixth. Matthew Gall in seventh. Stephen Shue in eighth. Matthew Barker eighth there in ninth. John Daniels there in 10th. Jeffrey Ledford in 11th. Tim Richardson 12th. Ty Trafford in 13th. Mikey Davino 14th. Rick Baldwin in 15th. Those are your top 15 drivers as it stands right now.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air, and Adamson gets a great run. Outside lane split apart, going 3 wide already down here in the corner number 1. There you see the 0-2 of Richardson. Or I'm sorry, not the 0-2, not the 2, but the 0-2 of Daniels going 3 wide out here in the front. Trying to make some big moves here as they know they only got 2 laps to do it. Coming down the backstretch. Pilot up here in third. Right behind Hennings and Adamson. Adamson leading the pack right now as they come out of 4. Coming to the white flag this time by. And it is white flag in the air as it comes across. Next flag ends the race as everybody's fighting for position. Jimmy Pilan there in third with Hennings there in second. Adamson there in first. And everybody working through trying to make something happen. As we see out there on the outside, that is the 74 of Hennings trying to get up there. But he opened that inside door up. Here comes Pilan coming down through on the bottom side. It's going to be a battle for second as they come down through the triangle. And it is going to be Hennings for second. Pilan there for third. What a great race here tonight at Las Vegas. We'll be getting with the winners here in just a moment. great racing. Great racing going on here tonight. All right, we'll see if we can get with the winners here. Let's see, can we get with Jamie Polland here tonight? Good evening, Jimmy. How's it going?
Hey, Adam, you got me?
I got you loud and clear. You finished third here tonight, but you gave it a good run to try to get second, but was about a bumper short.
Yeah, I think I would have been in better contention for first if I don't know if I came up into the sixth when we were side by side, or if he came down. But when we made contact, I went down to the inside and was luckily able to save it without hitting the one. And I fell back some, was able to recoup it, and kind of continue that success I had last season with being able to bounce back and be resilient to whatever's going on in the race.
Well, it definitely looked great for you tonight. You moved up 11 positions from where you started. Are you thinking Las Vegas treated you better tonight than what it did in the Gen 6 cars?
Most definitely, and it's treated me better tonight than it has in the previous seasons. Because I believe in the past 3 seasons, I've always finished below, I think, a top 5 here. So be able to get a top 3 and outlaw Las Vegas here in the first race back. I can't ask for anything better. I'm almost certain Team Roughneck had a top 5 or a top 3, top 5, top 10 finish as a whole. So for the whole team to really finish well, I can't ask for much more. And to have better or awesome teammates as Ty Trafford, Ace Barker, and Tim Richardson. Hands down, some of the best teammates I work with.
Well, it was a great job there tonight. And who's your sponsors you want to give a shout out to for helping you get up there in that third place?
I want to give a huge shout out to James Wagner's Welding, and I want to give a huge shout out to Mag. Between the two sponsors, we all wouldn't be able to do this and be able to put on the show for you, Adam, or for all of our loved ones that get to watch and tune in and support their family member or spouse or whatever. So I want to give them a big shout out. I want to give you a huge shout out, Adam.
It was definitely a fun race to watch tonight. So,
oh, I didn't mean to cut you off there, Adam, but I want to give another huge shout out to my buddy Dylan, my buddy Adam. I don't think they got to tune in, but appreciate them, and my family, and that's it.
Well, I know you did have a couple fans out there. I know Duke was out there once again in the chat box cheering you on.
Oh, was he? Okay.
So
Was he okay? I wasn't sure if he was able to make it out, but yeah, just
he went a
appreciate
little
all my.
late tonight, but he made it.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I will let you go, Adam. Let you interview the two guys above me, and most importantly, the winner, Dale. Awesome job, dude. And to Brian, awesome job, y'all. I enjoyed the battle with y'all.
Oh, definitely a fun race to watch tonight. Well, you take care, Pilot. We'll see you next week in the Gen 6 series, correct?
Where's that at?
That'll be at, oh boy, I don't have the schedule up in front of me.
Oh, my bad. I.
Well, it'll only take a click here. It is at. Oh, come on now.
Because if it's the Glen, I won't be here.
Nope,
Let's
it's
see.
the Kansas.
Okay, I'll be
Glen
here.
is following that.
Okay, I won't be here for the Glen week. I'll be on vacation.
Well, yeah, and so yeah, 6-3. Yeah, I'll be here for that. That's June. So, yep. Kansas Speedway, you'll be here for.
Yep.
All right.
Yep, both races.
We look forward to seeing you at Kansas.
All right. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it, man.
All righty. The heck did I do here? That thing's up in my way that I can't seem to get moved. There we go. We gotta move now. All right. Now let's get with our second place finisher, Brian Hennings. Brian, how's it going tonight?
Good, sir, Mr. Adam. How are you?
I'm doing really well. How was your? Is this your first race with Roughneck?
I raced Monday night, and I think I might have done like a part of one race in their last season, but I'll just say this is my first season because I didn't really do anything last season.
Okay. Well, you came out with a great showing here tonight, finishing there in second. That must be a pretty good start to a season, correct?
Yeah, first race was a little rough, a little too many cautions in that first race. This one was slightly better, but yeah, it seems like it's a decent league to be part of. So yeah, looking forward to the rest of the schedule and see how it all plays out.
Well, I know you got some stiff competition out there, and definitely had a great run here tonight. But obviously finishing there in second, and hopefully you can continue that.
Yeah, I hope so. I kind of do like the schedule. It's some good tracks. I'm looking forward to Watkins and all the other ones I'm pretty good with. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes.
Well, we're at Kansas next week for the 3rd of June. Do you think you can kind of repeat another podium finish for your team?
I'd like to. I do like Kansas. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Hopefully I'll do well again. But yeah, you never know.
Alrighty. Well, who's your sponsors and shout outs you'd like to give tonight for helping you get up in there into that second position tonight?
Well, I appreciate it. I'll thank y'all at Flieger Farm. Can't wait to go back and watch the broadcast. Get some time tonight and go look at that. Thank you all my teammates at VRX, Benjamin, Mother Teresa. Thanks, Chris Phillips. We're working together pretty good there at the end. And then got to give a little shout out to B Speed and all my family and friends that might be watching. Thank you all and love you all.
Alrighty. Well, you have a great night. Enjoy that second place finish, and hopefully you can keep the momentum rolling as we head into next week.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it. Have a great one.
All right, that was Brian Hennings. Now let's get with our winner, Dale. All right, Mr. Adamson, how's it going?
Going good, sir. How are you tonight?
It's going well. Going well. I mean, certain things could be going better, but it was a great night here at the track of Las Vegas. Definitely, you had a great run there, and it seems like you had the tire wear and everything figured out to help you get to that victory here tonight.
Yeah, the tire wear strategy with this track, I mean, I was kind of expecting it to be nighttime because that's where I feel like I'm more efficient, more than some drivers. I will give effort to everybody else that kept their line and kept their truck on the track, but tire strategy was a big issue and also fuel with it being 75%. I didn't really think I was going to make it, but somehow managed it.
You managed it and got to the end, and it was a great race to the finish.
Yeah, that was some intense battles there towards the end, especially between me and the six there when we were side by side battling for the lead halfway through the race. It was really good battling with him and racing with other drivers here. It felt really good coming towards the end.
Yeah. Well, congrats on your win here tonight. Do you think you can take this momentum with you in Kansas with you next week?
Um, Kansas, I feel like is going to be a definitely different track style. So hopefully I can hop in the seat this week and run some practice laps at Kansas and see if I can keep the momentum up.
Alrighty. Well, good luck to you there. And you got sponsors and shout outs you'd like to give here tonight for your victory?
I just want to say thanks to all you, especially you guys, for broadcasting the race and putting on an awesome show for the viewers at home. And I just want to say thanks to my dad for at least helping me out to give me boost momentum this race, and thank all my friends and siblings that were also watching the race tonight.
Alrighty. Well, congrats again for your victory here tonight, and we look forward to seeing you next week.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Alrighty. Dale, our winner here in Victory Lane tonight. Great run here by all the drivers. Putting on a show here, and hopefully we'll see a bunch of these drivers back. We had a great field here tonight. I feel like the stream went a little smoother tonight as well. We didn't quite have as many lag jumps as we did like we did last week. And sorry for this panel back here. My dog's ripping down my green screen tonight and using it as a pillow. So that's what that brown spot is right here. My dog's laying right there. So everybody have a great night. We'll everybody have a great night. We'll catch you again next week.